Hello and welcome to another episode of China Record. With the second largest economy in the world and the highest penetration of mobile payments on the planet, China has transformed itself into the world's tech leader, with many multinationals taking stock of the country's present and future market prospects. China has emerged onto the global scene with a surge of competitive, innovative tech companies looking to duplicate their success outside of China's markets. China's deployed multiple strategies that help domestic companies access cutting-edge technologies and penetrate global markets. In this episode, we will look into China's success story in technology sector. I will try my best to elaborate why is China leading the world in many areas of technology. But before we look into the issue, let me brief a story of China's science and technology. China has a long history of technological achievement, dating back to ancient times. In the early centuries of the country, Chinese inventors and scientists made major advances in fields such as architecture, mathematics, engineering, and astronomy. The first recorded observations of comets, solar eclipses, and supernovae were made in China. Traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and herbal medicine were also practiced. Among the earliest inventions were the abacus, the shadow clock, and the first flying machines such as kites and Kongming lanterns. The four great inventions of ancient China, the compass, gunpowder, paper making, and printing, were among the most important technological advances, only known in Europe by the end of the Middle Ages. The Tang Dynasty 618–906 CE in particular was a time of great innovation. A good deal of exchange occurred between Western and Chinese discoveries up to the Qing Dynasty. During the Ming and Qing dynasties, Chinese inventors created the abacus, the spinning wheel, and the first mechanical clock. In more recent times, China has made advances in areas such as artificial intelligence, robotics, renewable energy, and 5G technology. Why is China leading the world in many areas of technology? China is leading the world in many areas of technology due to a combination of factors. Primarily, the Chinese government has invested heavily in the country's technological infrastructure over the last 2 decades. This has included investments in areas such as 5G networks, industrial internet, artificial intelligence, intercity transportation and rail systems, data centers, and new energy vehicle charging stations. According to the World Bank, China's total spending on information and communication technology (ICT) rose from $15 billion in 2001 to $217 billion in 2021. Additionally, total spending on research and development increased from $36.7 billion in 2001 to $429.2 billion in 2020, representing an increase of over 1,000%. These investments have helped to make China a global leader in many areas of technology. These investments have allowed Chinese companies to access the latest technologies, giving them a competitive edge over companies from other countries. The government has also encouraged public-private partnerships and extended credit support to help private sector companies participate in the development of China's new infrastructure. Another reason is that China's large population and domestic market have allowed its companies to gain economies of scale, enabling them to produce technology more cheaply and efficiently. Taken together, China's ability to exploit its competitive advantages in terms of market size, state-led industrial policies, and the effects and spillovers from globalization have set it up for the objective of world leading in technology. China's large population and domestic market have been instrumental in the rapid advancement of the information technology sector. China's massive domestic market of 1 billion internet users and 882 million smartphone users have given domestic IT firms room to grow and develop. This has allowed China to become a major player in the global technology industry. as Chinese companies have been able to capitalize on their large domestic market and the support of government policies to develop new technologies. For example, cities like Shenzhen and Zhongguancun have become major hubs of innovation and have been instrumental in the development of the Chinese information technology sector. Another example, the most used tech in China is Tencent's WeChat, an all-in-one platform that combines social messaging, mobile payments, and in-app services. WeChat is the most popular app in China, with over 1.2 billion monthly active users. Finally, China's ability to attract foreign capital and technology has enabled it to acquire and develop the latest technologies faster than other countries. The government is forcing multinationals in multiple sectors to share their technologies with Chinese state-owned enterprises as a condition for operating in the country. These rules restrict the investments by foreign companies as well as their access to Chinese markets, dictate high levels of local content in Chinese-produced machinery, and compel foreign companies to shift their own technology into their joint ventures with Chinese state-owned enterprises. From 2018 through 2021, the top 10 European companies investing in China made up nearly 80%, on average, of total investments from the continent. These include Volkswagen, Siemens, BASF, Airbus, BP, BASF, Bayer, Nestle, and L'Oreal. Additionally, the US and Japan are also two of the major foreign investors in China, with companies like Apple, Walmart, and Mitsubishi investing heavily in the country. So, as in summarized, there are three main reasons that took China to the leader stage in technology sector. Chinese government heavily invested in the sector, China's large population and domestic market, and the last one is China's ability to attract foreign capital and technology. What happens if China leads in technology? If China leads in technology, it could have far-reaching implications for the global economy and geopolitics. China could become a major technological superpower and could potentially gain a competitive edge over other countries in terms of innovation, research, and development. This could lead to increased economic and military power, and could also lead to a shift in the global balance of power. It could also have a negative impact on the global economy, as China's technological supremacy could result in other countries losing out on potential opportunities to innovate and create new technologies. Ultimately, the effects of China leading in technology would depend on how the Chinese government chooses to use its technological capabilities. China is currently leading the world in many areas of technology, including 5G technology, artificial intelligence, semiconductors, renewable energy, and robotics. 5G technology has been particularly important for China as it has enabled the development of autonomous vehicles, smart cities, and better internet access. China is also a leader in artificial intelligence, having invested heavily in AI research and development over the last decade. China is also a leader in renewable energy, with the country investing heavily in solar and wind power. While the US has maintained its position as a technology-dominant power for decades, China has made massive investments and implemented policies that have contributed greatly to its economic growth, military capabilities, and global influence. China's ambitions to be a global leader in technology, whether it is 5G, blockchain, or AI, may become even more pressing now that its economy is slowing down and embroiled in a prolonged tariff war with the United States. The trade tensions between the United States and China have led experts to talk about the countries decoupling, meaning an increasing disconnection between the two largest economies in the world. These two goals could grow more and more at odds, particularly since China is no longer perceived as a developing nation, and since many Chinese industries, companies, and regions, especially along its coastlines, are seen to be closing into the global frontiers of technology. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one. Until then, stay tuned and good luck.